Football Coaches Show. Rick Corey along with Union head coach Kirk Frederick, and certainly this is a little bit more fun after the last couple of weeks. A terrific night against Broken Arrow, but a really odd setting because of what happened Friday. So let's kind of walk you through that. We have a rain delay Friday, a lightning delay. Eventually that game is postponed. What happens at that point, and how did we come up with the next night?
Well, it's obviously a situation that you wouldn't want to have, but you want to make sure that everyone is safe. I thought that Broken Arrow did a great job of clearing the field, clearing the stands with as much lightning. Anyone that was around could see we had quite a lightning show that was taking place. And so for us, it's obviously a difficult situation to try to manage when you're traveling, when you're in a small locker room and trying to figure out what do you do with your kids. The humidity level was really high at that point, and so you're trying to manage them and hey, when are we playing again? How much delay do we have? Is this going to be 30 minutes? Is it going to be 2 hours? Those types of things. And fortunately, our booster club did a great job trying to get some food ordered for our kids, and we had it all figured out. And then Broken Arrow made a decision to put the game the next day, and so we just kind of had to back everything up, and I thought our kids responded really well.
And as a matter of fact, let's take a look at some of the stats, and you'll see how well they responded. What a terrific night for the Union Redskins, especially early on. And when you look at these stats, Kirk, it may jump out at you as it's fairly even, and even in some cases leaning toward Broken Arrow. That proves right there that numbers don't always tell the whole tale.
Well, I think that it's obviously something that you want to look at with stats. You want to see, where you're falling short. What do we need to work on that will make us a better football team? But mostly those hidden numbers there come from special teams. You look at us kicking the ball deep, Broken Arrow starting to drive on the 5. You look at the punting that we did. We were able to punt the ball. You'll see in the highlight, inside the 1, and Broken Arrow chose to do some sky kicks. We actually fair caught a few of the kickoffs on the 40-yard line. So some of that stuff is a little bit misleading, but very proud. I thought we were a lot more efficient with the amount of plays and the scores that we were able to put up.
Well, I thought your yards were very efficient yards. At the end of the plays, you took advantage of those yards to put points up, even early on with the field goals and such, that kind of thing. I mean, I just think you did a really nice job.
Well, the one thing that we looked at, and someone had brought this to my attention, was the number of plays. And Broken Arrow ran 22 more plays than we did. Defensively, we need to figure out how to get off the field a little bit more. But offensively, we put them in that situation because we were able to score quickly. We weren't on the field as much. And so, again, anytime you have 22 more plays, you're going to have more yards. But you look at the scoring defense, for every play they were out there, they only scored 0.22 points per play. Likewise, offensively, we scored 0.67 points per play. So the efficiency of the score and how we did that with some turnovers and so forth was very good.
That second night, because now you get everybody hyped up and you're ready, and then you have to come back on Saturday. Was that hard? Was that easy? I mean, you obviously came out fast, so they looked like they were ready.
Well, it makes for a longer weekend. I think the hardest part was our kids on Sunday turnaround. Getting ready for the next week. You just don't have that recovery time getting ready for the next game. But it was a little anticlimactic, coming over. You're hyped up on Friday, you're in school, ready for the big game of the night. And then Saturday, it's just kind of, well, we've been over here 24 hours ago. I was a little worried that we'd have a slow start. We cautioned our kids. We tried to prepare our coaches to add some energy to our team. And I think it showed. We had a lot of energy starting the game.
Oh, yeah. You'll see a fast start, and we'll see that next. We've got the first half highlights when we come back. Union and Broken Arrow. That's next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
No matter how you play, or work, or live, life sometimes throws you a curve. At Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center, we help you get back to playing, working, and living your life. EOC, Tulsa's finest and most experienced provider of sports medicine care for over 30 years. Visit us at eoc.com.
What's so different about Arvest? Let's ask real customers.
I have the
free business checking account.
They seem interested in making sure that your business is successful.
I'm in here probably 3 to 4 days a week.
They've helped me with lines of credit when I needed extra money for capital.
We didn't have to even come to the bank. He came to the warehouse.
I've got tons of locations in the small towns where we end up building stuff at.
I didn't think it was, it could ever be done, but when I come down here, it was done.
Arvest Bank, our customers say it best.
Welcome back to the Union Football Coaches Show. Rick Corey along with the head coach of the Redskins, Kirk Frederick, and we don't want to wait. We want to get right into looking at the first half highlights, Union and Broken Arrow, on Saturday night in Broken Arrow. Coach, you come back out, like you said, maybe a little anticlimactic, but what a perfect night for football.
It was a great night, and my hat's off to all the spirit groups. I mean, the cheerleaders had regionals that day. The band has to show back up again, the TP crew. So hats off to the students and all the auxiliary things that get us the kind of atmosphere that we want to have. Started out again kind of midfield after a short kickoff, and right away you see here, Coach Ropke, offensive coordinator, dials up a nice play to go over the top. Unbelievable. You can see a returning starter right there. Deontay Calvert knows how to make big plays in big games. Great catch. Just ignited the crowd, ignited our guys, and real quickly we're inside the 10-yard line.
Already has Broken Arrow on their heels, and here comes Tyler Atkins.
How about
again.
Lopez right there and Asa Carter on a big block. I love seeing Lopez coming around. Of course, you're going to get behind big Damon Lopez and those guys up front, Elwood Tomlin and Case Bolt, and those guys just do a great job.
And you see from where Broken Arrow starting, a really nice job by Union.
We were able to cover very well down the field on this one and got the ball deep in their territory. Defensively, you can see they're gaining a few yards, but our guys up front are just playing so stingy and with such energy, and causes them to punt the football. Had a great scheme. I thought that Coach McGrew and Coach Morsey had a nice scheme folding the tight end underneath there, and you can see that little fold block enables us to make some nice plays. Another great job, good block there by David Warner to get AK loose on a little quick screen. You can see that fold play right there, and it just splits perfectly. You got Kellen Stouter blocking out against their defensive end, and we are off to the races, and of course Tyler, get him on the second level, and you know you're going to have good things. Good play call, keeping us off balance, chase him there on the reverse, but Io is there, talented safety comes in and stops the play. Hit us on a nice bootleg, getting their fullback or tight end in the flat, and they make a nice play. There's pretty good couple of good tailbacks on the field tonight.
Yeah, Shaw did not go down very often either.
Shaw is a really good tailback, nice and strong, got great balance. The thing that I was most impressed with is how many Redskins continuing to battle, and he was taking several shots and was able to get him on the ground. You can see there several guys. I thought Lee Barnes had a great game up front, did a really good job. Jordan Kelly in there. There's Asa Carter on the big play there. Got a sophomore linebacker and Braden Spencer, Spicer, and doing a really nice job.
Yeah, I thought your defensive line pursued side to side very well.
Very well. Good pressure up front. And there you see Spicer coming in, and Jordan Kelly, probably one of the best plays of the night from Jordan Kelly on that play. Here we are as we wrap around the corner. You got Nate Peters there on the power play. Little counter action. Boy, he sticks his foot in the ground and gets 5 or 6 yards there. It's a great job seeing Shamari in running the football. Come back here, scramble out, and kind of an ill-advised throw. And we'll talk about that, but throwing the ball back across your body. But fortunately, they had us all hung up there, and we get the pass interference call and gives us a fresh down. Great cut again there by Shamari inside. Does a really nice job with it. Come back with a quarterback draw, trying to get the first down and come up a little bit short, which puts us in a field goal situation going into the second quarter. Come back, go through, and we hit a nice field goal there. Great job by Jace putting it through. Unfortunately, we get a holding call on the protection, so we take a delay of game. And man, you talk about a kicker that comes in. He kicks a nice field goal for you, gets that call back, and then puts it right inside there with a lot of great help from Io.
Yeah, and then Io, you've got to be so smart about how you play that to keep it out of the end zone.
That's a very tough play to make. Get them pinned deep. They come out and run counter action, attacking us weak. Come back here with a nice play. Love seeing Darius come in. We've got to wrap that guy up. I was very impressed with how our Seth Mishler and Kyrie Fisher, how those guys on the end, they had a lot better edge integrity than we did just a week ago. We could see some really good improvement.
Nice job of that secondary as well.
Nice job there breaking the pass up. Shamari underneath it over there. And Trey Brown, you can see Shamari there. What a great play. Exciting player to watch. You can see here starting the ball, that series back over on the 30-yard line. Take a shot deep. And you can see all the holding going on there, so we're able to move the ball forward. Really kept them off balance. I thought up front our guys did a great job creating holes, good job protection. We did not give up a sack all night.
And what a throw that was. Brandon had to put that in a spot.
Right on time, exactly. And you can see that Cameron McQueen gets a nice play there to give us that first down. Come back here, they do a good job on play action. Get the ball there. We have Fields there on the coverage and is able to bring it down. Love that pursuit. Look at Bajek in there. Devin Bajek, defensive end, wraps up, does a great job with it. You can see our guys continuing to play hard and trying to defeat the run. Great underneath coverage. Been working really hard on getting underneath some of that stuff, and you can see right there, Shade Gesser. Love seeing that guy make plays. Has an outstanding interception in a timely manner. And I thought he might go to the house on that one.
Yeah, he showed a little running back kind of stuff going on there.
Absolutely. Go right for the jugular right after a big play, and love the throw and a catch, and love to see a young sophomore receiver hang on to the catch in traffic like that.
That was a terrific throw.
Brandon Birch had a great night putting the ball where it needed to be. Stopping the run again. How about the pressure there? Devin Bajek with a big sack on the night. I think we had 3 sacks on the night. Those guys really active. And it's always fun to see those guys celebrate.
And a bunch more hits, just the sacks, hurries, and hits.
Absolutely. You can see there the tough running by Tyler. Did a great job. What a play here. Going to try to take advantage of the soft coverage. You have soft coverage, you better be able to tackle. And CJ makes 2 guys miss and gets it in the end zone. And we've got quite a lead early on in the game.
And that's a sophomore you're watching play right there.
Look at Ben Fields come up and make a nice stop, and the guys flying around there. The play was set up by Seth Mishler, doing a great job setting the edge, and then Ben comes up and makes a nice play. Get them on the ground. Don't let them get these big plays. We've got to do a better job of wrapping up. Got to give credit to them, too. They've got good players as well. You can see they move the football, but again, our defense is going to be as stingy as we can. Got guys flying around there. Just got to wrap up better. You see Starks coming in, making a nice play. Crittenden came in. Devin came in and made a great play. Nice job there. Almost looks like that OU game there, right there. Absolutely. Like that, yeah. You see Shamari coming on big pressure, and quarterback's able to get it away. Look at Devin. Look at Ben Fields. You know, Devin coming in a backup role as Trey had to sit for a while, and Devin came in. You see 2 plays in a row right there. What a great job by a junior corner, coming in and just denying the play underneath. Outstanding job on the screen play. You can see there with Shamari, which sets up a field goal right before the half. And so we're able to go into the half with a 28-3 lead.
Shamari has such a knack for that position. You know, it's one of those deals where you see a guy move over. I guess he knows a little bit about it because he's played the position too, but he's just there.
Yeah, just plays linebacker like a running back. Just find the open crease and go hit it.
At 28-3, sometimes the biggest deal in a locker room is staying intense, hungry. And of course, we know what happened against Southlake. So what was the halftime speech?
That exact speech right there. Remember Southlake. You know, let's see how much we've improved over the last couple of weeks. How much maturity have we had as a young football team?
We're going to see that maturity come through in the second half when we come back on the Union Football Coaches Show. It's the second half of Broken Arrow and Union in Broken Arrow.
So I work in production, and I help cover a lot of college football games. There's a ton of running and lots of travel all over the place. You might think I'd go with a mega bank for the convenience, But actually, I just switched to TTCU. I could have signed up online, but I decided just to walk in, and I'm so glad I did. Just for opening a checking account, they gave me $50 and $50 to a local school. And now when I travel, it's like a little piece of home is always with me. It really is unbeatable.
We're back on the Union Football Coaches Show. Head coach Kirk Frederick. I'm Rick Corey, and now it's time for the second half highlights of Union Broken Arrow. Redskins leading 28-0, and here again you're going to see Jace Holt do a terrific job.
We knew they were going to get the extra possession in this half because they deferred, so we put a lot of emphasis on these first couple of series going in, and you can see Jace had 5 touchbacks on the night. That's a great kick return cover unit when he can put it that deep. Defensively, come out real quick, get a fast start, cause a turnover. He's ruled down, but again, those types of things just ignite you, kind of get you going. Great job coming in there. Kyrie Fisher on a big play. Just look at the guys coming in. Takes a gang to bring that guy down, but our guys are in there doing everything they can. What a great job by Spicer coming in and company doing a really good job. The pressure there by Tyler DeSmit causes the throw to be a little bit off and puts him in an incomplete pass. We got more pressure out of a 3-man front this game than we have in the past. We don't always like to rush 3, but having those guys being that active really helped us out.
Shaw's getting yards, and at times, 10 or so at a time, but you guys are really making him work for most of it.
Absolutely. Good job there, plugging the gaps. Having our defensive front having a little more gap integrity really helped those linebackers fit. Safeties are having to come down and tackle a big old back, and sometimes the tailback wins on a few of those.
The other thing I really saw, there was a lot of striking. I mean, there were some hitting.
A lot of big hits. Great play there by Kyrie Fisher getting underneath on the coverage, and Ben Fields there on the quick out route, and they weren't able to convert it 3rd down, and here we go, right back to work. Want to see what we're going to do on the first possession, and we go right in there, hit a big play down the middle. Was ruled an incomplete pass, and so we've got to go back to work and right away go right back to the same guy. I thought that Deontay Calvert had an outstanding football game. That was a great throw by Brandon. Run a little play off of the smoke screen we ran earlier to AK, and the safety bit on it, and we get behind him there, and what a great throw and catch.
That's a terrific touch. I thought Deontay was so tired from running go routes, he looked like he wasn't going to make the last 10.
I think if we could have ran a few more, we probably would have. I know Coach Rupke was really liking that poster out. Not a very good job on the edge. We've got to work on wrapping up, but again, guys continuing to chase, and with great effort, we get them on the ground. Get a huge turnover right here, second possession. Guys are playing it really well, and unfortunately, that fumbled snap was called an incomplete pass, so we weren't able to get that turnover. Broken Arrow continues to go back to work. We're a little bit soft on coverage, but guys are rallying, doing a good job. You see Ben Fields there and Starks on the nice pursuit. A little soft on the edge, but our guys, you're going against a offensive line that's about 300. One of them's a Division I kid that's 340 pounds, and so we know we're going to give up a few yards. Great touchdown saving play there by Fields and Io, and unfortunately we let them punch one in here in the 3rd, and we've got to come out and play a football game. Told you we didn't give up a sack, and that guy helps us out. Had good coverage down the field. Quarterback extends the play, and that's an unbelievable hustle effort play by Landon Wood. He actually had run a wheel route on the far sideline, and because of the scramble, came back across the field and extends it.
So Brandon's ability off balance to throw it like that.
Yeah, he really can throw it off one foot and place the ball where it needs to be. Lee Barnes with the big play there, doing a nice job. Look at the pressure coming from the outside, keeping the quarterback in the pocket. And we missed the drag route on the blitz, and they're able to pick up a first down. Got to hang on to that guy. He's a very strong, tough runner inside. Kind of a gritty kind of a game that we had to do. Look at Devin in there. Great play in there with Kyrie Fisher. Devin Bajek just hanging on. And then we have Asa Carter come around the corner. Great job by Asa with the big quarterback sack.
Really hit him a lot. I mean, he was limping a little by the end of the game.
Headed into the 4th quarter, we get pressure. Pressure causes the ball, obviously, to come out. And, man, what a great play by our safety coming across there. Jordan Starks on a nice play on that 4th down. Right after the 4th down, good block by the quarterback inside. You get AK on the reverse. All these little misdirection plays really help you out. And I just don't see how. I know that I don't have the ability to do that, but I don't even know if I'd have the vision to see some of those cuts that Tyler's making inside.
Yeah, and it's so instinctual for him. You can tell that.
Got great blocking inside right there. Carlos Barrios and those guys. You can see Carlos finishing right there at the end, and we weren't able to get the 1st down. We kind of want to make sure BA has to go the long field, and you can do that when you get a punter that can go in and put the ball there and get a coverage unit down the field.
Terrific job. Jace had him just just an outstanding night.
Great job by Jace. Get him in deep here, and you can see our guys coming in making nice plays. I don't know how to call everybody's name right there, but you got several guys. Got Dawson Eccles in there, and there's that play action that hurt us earlier. It's a good call by them, and that got them out of the hole, but our guys are still scrambling. Io there, trying to keep it from being a touchdown and making them snap the football. Playing a little bit soft in the coverage. I think our guys let up just a little bit just because of the pace of the game, and probably need to have a little more maturity and understanding the game hasn't been decided yet, although it really felt that way after that first couple of series of that 3rd quarter.
It's hard to have the same intensity when you know you lead by 20 plus.
Down to a 4th down. Come here. Look at the guys coming in doing their best to make a play, just a little bit soft in that B gap, and BA's able to come up with the turnover. Or, excuse me, the touchdown. They come in with an onside kick. Jordan Starks does a great job on the recovery. And so now offensively we're looking at the clock and we're thinking we really need to do some things, and we want to keep the clock moving the entire time. We knew we were going to run the ball 3 plays in a row. We knew we probably weren't going to get a 1st down, but we were going to eat up as much clock as we could.
Boy, it doesn't get much better on special teams.
You get a guy that's going to hustle and takes pride in special teams like Jordan Starks does. Those cover guys do an outstanding job of getting down the field and making a big play happen.
Look at the pile move there.
I love the smile on Damian Lopez right after that play, because we didn't get the 1st down. We punted away, and Damian Lopez, senior guard, looks at me in the face and says, "Coach, we got this." And he goes right out there and they score right away. Those big linemen do such a great job.
When you've got a guy on your heels, you know that as an offensive lineman, and you want to push him around some more.
Oh, man, what a hit right there. How about Seth Mishler coming off the edge? If he ever gets his sights on somebody, he's probably one of the best hitters we have. And it's love to see the game end in something like that.
So it ends at 42-18 as you see the 2 teams shaking hands out there. And obviously that's a satisfying win for a lot of reasons. You thought you were getting better, and you proved it. Plus, you had your kids in a kind of a unique situation of waiting one game to the next. There's a lot of good to say about this.
It really was. I mean, you talk about adversity, being 0-2, going into a team, that very good Broken Arrow team in a hostile environment, having to wait 24 hours to play, going through all kinds of issues with an inexperienced team, and you want good things to happen because you know they've been working hard, and big confidence boost for them.
Yeah, a lot of fun to be there too, I can tell you that. When we come back, we'll take a look at the game in pictures, and we'll also talk about next week. That's next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
School is starting, and there isn't a better way to show school spirit than by wearing clothes from the U-Wear store. Located next to the stadium inside the UMAC, the Union U-Wear store has everything you could ask for. Football season is here, and every Union fan needs some gear to show school spirit. From winter wear to spirit gear to everyday items, there's no going wrong at the U-Wear store. So come on down to the U-Wear store and show your school spirit.
Welcome back. It's the Union Football Coaches Show. I'm Rick Corey, along with a very happy Coach Kirk Frederick, and let's take a look at the Broken Arrow game in pictures. Some great up close and personal.
Yeah, Dean did a really good job. It's always fun to have big games, have big plays, and you see Deontay Calvert right there. That's that early on play. Look at the way he stretches out to catch that ball. He was not going to be denied. He's going to chase that ball down. Great throw, great catch. Brandon Birch gets to celebrate that throw with the quarterback sneak on the backs of those big linemen underneath, getting him in there. Here's AK. Pretty sure he broke that tackle, and I thought he was going to break it for a touchdown and got caught by the angle of the safety, but what a great play by AK. And there you see Tyler Atkins. Again, Atkins does a nice job carrying the football. More than anything, hit the ball security because they were ripping at that football. He did a great job with that. Shamari Brooks coming underneath the block to make that play. Did a really nice job with that. Io coming in. There's Darius Thornton continuing as a junior linebacker to kind of lead that whole defensive front. Very valuable guy and had a really nice game. There's CJ Moore crossing the goal line after he kind of juked out a couple of guys and going to the end zone. Wasn't going to be good enough for him just to catch a little hitch and go out of bounds. Love this play. This is one that forced their field goal. And you see Devin Crittenden there. This is right before the half. And you see Patrick Fields, two guys coming in making a nice play on the receiver. Great picture here. Talented offensive lineman from Broken Arrow going against Asa Carter. Got good leverage, good angle. Asa had a nice sack on the night. Excited about Asa and the way he's playing. And of course you get the big hit at the end of the game there with Seth Mishler, and you even got Walker Rosenbaum in there, defensive lineman in the background. We played lots of defensive linemen. They gave great effort.
And now, of course, it's time for that, quote, second season. It's time to go into district play. What do you know about Putnam North?
Putnam North they're 1-2 on the year. They've dropped a couple of games, but they've got the same record we have, you know. And it's district, and everybody's 0-0, and the race begins now. This is one that we look forward to getting started in this, getting ready for week 11.
And you've had 3 very difficult games, and not that this won't be a tough game too, it will be. But how do you guard against any letdown when you played such emotional games?
Well, you go back to work. You know, we talked to our kids and we told them, hey, we want to celebrate this win, but as coaches, we're going to be very critical of the mistakes that you made because we know after the 3-game stretch we just had, we're not there yet. And so we go back to work on a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday and start to correct those mistakes.
Most encouraging thing after 3 games?
Love the spirit of our team. They're a tight-knit group. They were faced with adversity, and they come out of that game saying, man, they love playing this game. They love each other. And so for me, that's very exciting. It's encouraging to their head coach.
Biggest things to work on after 3?
Well, we've got to continue to figure out how to get off the field on 3rd down. I thought we were much better. Our 3rd down efficiency was better defensively. We've got to get all, and then offensively, we've got to convert a few more. So 3rd downs are a big key to us.
I would think as a football coach that to me this is like chess with living humans, you know, with pieces that move, and especially when you have some unknowns in a young team, that it may be even more gratifying in a situation like this to feel them coming together.
It really is. It's fun to see those guys. We've kind of settled in with the group of guys that are playing, and one of the challenges I had with our coaches was when we start moving our way through district, let's develop some depth. Let's find those guys. You know, we had a couple guys had to come out. We found Devin Crittenden ready to play and did a great job. We need to find some of those guys and force a little more depth play out of our team, and I think we'll be even stronger.
Well, next week we'll come to you from right here after Union gets a chance to come home to Union Tuttle Stadium, and hopefully we're talking about a win again as we begin district play, Union and Putnam North. We'll see you next time on the Union Football Coaches Show.